just finished the pyramid here. We're going to use this builder to chop out the population. Chop out the population, and then or we could use this. No, we can't. I was thinking maybe we can get the irrigation Eureka by improving this. I suppose we can improve this and then chop it out after it's done. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not waste this 5 food production tile, or 5 food tile, rather. We want to grow faster for this city, so we're going to do that instead. After you finish improving this rice, you can come here and improve the amber, so we can start selling it to Robert. And you can improve this diamond after we buy it out. And you will chop this tree for the government plaza and overflow it into, or chop the tree for the holy site and overflow into the government plaza. Wait one more turn before throwing down the holy site on the government plaza. And that's gonna be this guy's job. You can come back here. We'll go to here, improve the amber, come here and cut the sheep. Won't bother with moving magnets. We want to move our magnets maybe over here to get the holy site up and running quicker. The next thing we're going to get is theology. Remember to switch back to the worker. Pass the turn file. Take some time to heal. This guy's pretty much finished his job. We can come over here and try to discover some more natural wonders or something like that, but that scout's pretty much completed his job. Okay, so we're gonna chop the marshes. Let's see. Put the government plaza down. 37 production still, so that's good. Still eating the discount. And we're gonna chop this tree. Move this guy over here. Something we can consider doing is letting this sieve just hold this position for a while until we're finished chopping out Ancestral Hall for this city. We're finished finish chopping Ancestral Hall for this city, we don't have to come back. We don't have to come back for it. In which case, I probably should have. Chop finished the government plaza. Okay. Probably should have chop finished the government plaza instead of chopping into the holy site. See how fast we can get this up and running. 5 turns. 4 turns. And there's nothing else we can chop in the city. That was a big mistake. I should have chop finished this. Instead. Chop finished this instead of chopping to the holy site. Because the overflow, because it's not augmented by anything, you know, we're not getting bonus production from any source going into our districts. That means that the overflow isn't cleared. Because there's nothing to clear. So it actually doesn't really make a difference whether we chop into the government plaza or the holy site. But that's a mistake. I should chop into the government plaza. But that means this guy will have to stay here, you know, for 5, 6 extra turns without settling. And in return, we get 1 free builder after we settle. 1 free builder after we settle, which we can use to improve some tiles, you know, So that means this guy will have to come here and chop this first. Improve some tiles and sell the luxuries for gold. So we're gonna park this guy here for, you know, 5, 6 turns and not bother settling until we're done with our Ancestral Hall. In which case, we'll need to bile here and here. Try to get wheels first. I'm thinking if slowing the temple down that much, is it really worth it? You know? Just get 1 extra builder. That's 4 charges. Is that worth basically stagnating Magnus here? Whereas we could have just come here, improve this, come here, chopped it out, move these guys over here and start chopping out, you know, Mahabodhi Temple or something. And have this city, you know, already growing, already making the holy site. Doesn't seem that worth it. Like, go through all that trouble just for an extra builder, and we slow down the city's development. Yeah. If we chop this out instead, you know, that would be a different story. But because we didn't, you know, we already made this decision, so we might as well stick to it. In which case we wouldn't want to lose. And we're gonna come here and improve the sampler. We're not gonna bother chopping these out. The city will have to find some way. Maybe buy out this tree and this tree, and use up these jungles to chop out the Ancestral Hall. So mark this down for now. Mark this down for now. Mark this down. And mark this down. So we know not to make on any of our districts around here. So this guy can have a theater square here down the line. Need 7 population for that. We'll just improve this and come here and chop out this lamb or this sheep. And this guy can just come here and wait. Maybe even with this guy over here to get ready for chopping off Bloody Temple. A 6 turns before we can finish writing. 3 turns for the Holy Site, 3 turns for the Convertible Plasma. So we're going to settle this right away. Don't bother with any of that. Okay. Let's see how much you'll buy our elephant for. Lots of gold. Or improve the wine, sorry. Improve. We already have amber. So we can sell it to 6. 37, a little bit better. We already have 2 luxury resources, so we're probably not going to pay that much. 2 as well. 2 as well, so I think selling it to China. To China's. It's the best bet. Across the river. Let's take a look if there's any art camps. Barbarian outpost around us. So, you have not much to do you? That's okay. Oh, there is. It's good. We can get to clear one more port camp. Also seems like there are a lot more better spots for us to put our canvas down. And honestly, this canvas isn't going to eat that much. It's not going to increase by much, maybe by like 20, 30 production if we don't place it down immediately. So what we can do is wait until we clear this camp and then place it down. So I'm going to delete this for now. And put this here. You don't need a granary, so we will go to produce a monument. looks so far. Could get this tile. Let's do that. This city is going to need a lot of chopping, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy out a builder here. 5 charge builder because of land. This guy here. Come here and improve this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the into a city that we're not going to chop in a bit. So we're going to put there. Here. And then we're going to Magnus. Keep Magnusing here for a little bit. Actually, let's put that back. Maybe buy out one more builder from the city. We're not going to complete drama and poetry anytime soon because we want to drop down our campuses first. So let's put this guy, chop it out. As soon as the government plaza is completed, we are going to drop down 2 campuses, one here and one here. Okay, so move here to clear the camp. Hopefully we get it clear. Okay. So 3 turns until we're finished the government plaza. So we're going to start researching writing the next turn. You can just come here. We forgot to actually switch to our other government. Let's see if we've sold off our hammer already. So this guy can come back and this guy can come back and actually chop out the ancestral hall. We're gonna get this guy to come here and this guy to come here to chop out the ancestral hall. And after that we will move back to someone else. So we gotta make sure to switch our government once mysticism is done. We're just gonna rest here. Okay, we'll send a delegate and give him some flat gold. That's too bad. Seems like they're going to clear this camp, so before they do that, 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Holy cow. 53 faith in the world. Where are you getting so much faith from? Oh, synagogues and world wonders. doesn't even have one. What in the world? How are you generating 53 faith? Jesus Christ. So that means the first civ that we need to wipe off the religious game is going to be Hungary. We're going to send a bunch of apostles and maybe some gurus down here just to wipe them. Make sure that they don't use that faith to buy out a lot more religious units. Okay. Put some production into a monument, let's say. Five turns, this is say. See if we can open borders with anyone to buy out that tile. There we go. Buy this tile. Drop the holy site down here. Oh, there's a +4, but that's really expensive, so we're not going to bother with that. Let's use this. And since we can work on this, so we might as well do that instead of the monument. And we ourselves are getting 39, so it's actually quite a lot, right? We have one shrine, 2 shrines up. So maybe we can just found the religion right now. It's big Judaism. More music and missionary seal. You could make a case for Holy Order, but I don't plan on buying any religious units before Exodus, which means we're not going to buy any religious units until the medieval era. So, and it seems like we have to traverse through a lot of, really crappy terrain. And we have a lot of ground to cover. So I think what we're going to do is get core music and missionary seal. This is, up to personal preference. You can get Holy Order if you want. But I like missionary seal a little bit more, so that's what we're going to do. The other thing is, if you end up getting a great profit too early, you might consider holding on to that profit until more of your cities finish the holy site. So every city that has a holy site finished, as soon as you found a religion, all those cities are going to get that religion as the majority religion. Right? It's like 4 free followers in each city, in this case. So if a holy site is like 2 or 3 turns away from being completed, just wait it out and then found it after found a religion after the holy site is completed. It's a little trick that you can employ. Move this guy up here.
Mysticism.
Auckland. Too bad it's quite useless for us, but it's also another great city-state. One of the only good industrial city-states, in my opinion. But we're not playing a naval game, so using that. We said we wanted to switch our government, so we'll take a final look at around our city, see if there are any tiles that we want to buy. Buy these tiles. I think we'll switch to Classic Republic. We have one envoy that we can throw to any of these city-states. So, definitely get Diplomatic League. Get some envoys. And we can get some production. And nothing else really excites us. I guess Ilkum would be good. Ilkum could be good if we want to. We need to do the OSI purchase yet. Ilkum could be good for producing one more builder from the city. Is Leanne going to stay here for 6 more turns? We only need to move. Yeah, Leanne's not going to stay there for 6 more turns. For sure, so there's no point in getting Ilkum. No point in getting Ilkum. What we can do is actually put Leanne here. And then getting some of that. Getting these two. We're not gonna look to get Great Scientist this game. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but we don't really need it. And I think that is good. Okay, so this guy here. Get rid of that. Use this guy to chop this wood. Use this guy to chop this wood, and then this builder can come down here and improve the amber, and this guy can come here and chop this wood to get Ancestral Hall finished. That's the plan so far. Is there any use in producing this one? Doesn't seem like there's anything else that we really want to produce. After the monument, I think we're gonna go for ancient ones. We'll sell our wine to Scotland for water gold. Okay. So we did 59 out of 150, so the 2 trees will definitely be able to finish this off. We'll put the production into shrines instead. Next turn, we're going to drop down our campuses, so make sure the BCIs are slotted correctly. A lot more places for better cities like this one here. Really good adjacency, really good adjacency, lots of food, lots of production. Same with here, actually. But, well, we'll decide whether to settle these cities. If we can generate a lot of faith, it might be worth it to settle a bunch of cities. Buy out the settler with faith. But for now, we have to consider who our next governor be, or maybe we can start upgrading the end. The next governor that I was going to get is either Maksha or Amani. Amani gets a easy suzerain. Seems like China's trying to control Labenta. We'll throw in a envoy to Buenos Aires. So we get a little bit more production in our capital. A bit more production in our capital. Get the campus out a bit faster. If we decide to suzerain Buenos Aires, or sorry, suzerain Labenta, we could consider not settling that many cities. And that's just faith saved, right? Each settlement costs 235, and it's going to jump up to, 250, 260, 300. And that faith can just be saved up for something like apostles, right? To get some extra beliefs or to do more damage to Hungary quicker. But we'll stop this guy for now. We can cross the river for now. And move tile, one tile by one. Okay, so you can see here, the canvas cost is 63, right? And something like this city's holy site cost it 83. So even though we build this campus later and we've teched more and we've gotten more civics, so without the discount, this campus will cost something like 100. So now we have basically 2 discounted campuses. So this is really good. Drop this down. Let's see if we have another one. We have another one. Drop this down. It's really good stuff. Let's get this monument out first. Chop. We can consider overflowing this shrine into the ancestral hall. So either way, next turn we're going to finish with Magnus in the city. I'm going to move Magnus to the city. Next thing we're going to get is probably Leo. Get some meals going. Declare friendship. Declare friendship. Rome. We don't have to do anything. Gav is trying to settle, but it doesn't seem like there's room. Let's go discover the last stuff. We don't actually even need to cut these. So we can have a really, really good So we can actually cut this. And then, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the shrine. With this tile. This tile. This tile. We're gonna come here, cut the shrine. Come here, cut the rice, and cut the marsh, and then we can drop down discounted theater square. And by the time Magnus moves to this city, we can drop down the next theater square. Also discounted, I think, because the campuses will be finishing. Still have to think about which governor to get. Consider getting Amani just for the shrine bonus. Getting Amani just for the shrine bonus is also good. We're not looking to get Moksha that soon. And we have 1, 2, no, 3, at least 3 more. And plus 1. Oh, we already have the ancestral holiday. So we will get 1, 2, 3. 3 more governor titles. 2, 3. 3 more governor titles unless we go for medieval fairs as well. We need 4 to get Moksha to level 2. Or to the max level, so that we can get 2 upgrades per apostle. So if we don't want to go for medieval fairs, it can be if we don't want to go for medieval fairs, we could get Moksha now, even though he doesn't offer anything. Or we could get Amani now and be a little bit greedy and try to get medieval fairs later on. And get a little bit more faith, so I think that's what we're going to do. This is a pretty greedy place. I'm going to save the game here for now. So we're starting to get some diplomatic favor. Like we said before, Canada pays a lot of gold for this stuff, so we'll get a little bit at a time. Interesting. I wonder where these warriors are going. Well, we do have ancestral hall left to make. If we cut this, it's 58. It will overflow 8 production into here. So that cuts it down by something like 1 turn. And we already said that we're going to keep Magnus here for a bit. So might as well overflow the shrine. We don't really need Ancestral Hollow so soon. We don't get any benefit for having it completed this turn. Anyway. So we'll go for Oof. What the hell happened? I was trying to get here. The new patch's pathfinding is definitely something else. Going to wait one turn before chop, I think. Let's see if we can switch to anything interesting here. Nothing necessary. If we chop this now, it'll be 5, and then the next turn will go to 7. 5, next turn will grow to 6, and then also on the next turn we can chop the marsh. It'll grow to 7, and then we start moving this. Otherwise we have to wait 2 turns. So I think we eat a little bit of a... I forgot I have to destroy the improvement anyway. If that's the case, then we should probably grow next turn, or grow this turn. Should probably grow this turn. What I want to do is to buy out a builder, or buy out a settler after this has hit 7, and I place down the theater square. Let's see. Like we said, nothing really necessary. We'll switch to Corvée after we get theology. So for the next few turns, we can still squeeze out a little bit more production out of every city. Also start consider buying the tiles. This tile. Pretty useful. And these 2 tiles. Once we settle this city, the first thing the worker is going to do is improve all these. It's becoming a lot more things to keep in mind of as the game goes along. Even though it's only 56 turns, we've already done a lot of city planning and action planning ahead. Okay. I'm going to cut the rice, and then next turn cut the marsh, and then move this over here. We also have to think about, well, we could place a temple of Artemis here. Okay. Place a temple of Artemis here. Be a lot of amenities. A lot of amenities. And we solve all the amenities problem, and we have, a lot of hills here to take care of the hammer loss. So we actually can consider putting a temple of Artemis over here, or perhaps over here, perhaps over here. Actually, here will be the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. We place it here. It's 1, 2, 3, 5. We lose out on the wine, so we lose out on 1 amenity, but we still keep this really good time. So we're gonna plan for this here. Also means that we have to get bronze working next. save the faith for one more turn. Okay, so we cleared the bard camp, so I guess we'll move this guy down here. Regular breathtaking in tundra usually means there's not any natural wonders. This might have. So I think we'll explode it this way. If it's 4/4, naturally breathtaking. If there is natural wonder, it's most likely that these tiles will be more than 4, especially in tundra, because tundra forest especially would give a lot of appeal. So, and this tile has 2 food. It's a breathtaking tile, and it has 2 food, so it has all the signs of being adjacent to a natural wonder. I think it's the mountain that doubles the yields of surrounding tiles. But we'll go down that route. See what's going on. So Hungary is actually pretty close to us, so we want to befriend them if possible. Okay. So this scout has discovered us, and we made a mistake of going for this encampment instead of going for this one. Well, either way, we have to drop a discounted theater square down. Discounted theater square down. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy out a second. And we're going to move Magnus to Curitiba. Actually, I'm going to see if I can block this for a few more turns and eat another theater square discount. Maybe this city can eat a theater square discount. Something like here. The city eat a theater square discount here. Square discount here. Get a commercial up here. Okay, so that's the plan. The theater square should go back to having a discount after we finish these 2 canvases. I think. Too tired to do the math right now, but I believe after the campuses are finished, we're going to get another theater square discount. If we don't, we'll switch back to bronze working, because we're not going to get one anyway. Where's with you? You go over there. Suppose you could come over here and improve the amber, but it's a bit too dangerous, I think. This guy will go over here too, so. Okay. Governor title. Long shot. Oh yes, we eat another theater square discount, so that's really good. In 2 turns, we can drop this guy down here. That's great. So we'll continue currency stuff, we could also consider putting a theater square for the city down there. Once these theater squares are done, and this whole side is done, we might be able to eat one more. Actually, that's a tall order. We're not going to be able to eat one more. So the city will have to hard produce a full cost theater square. Full cost theater square. Okay, so it's not the map. It just got hit by a blizzard. Regardless, I think we'd have to start upgrading Moksha. So let's go to Rio de Janeiro. The next turn, you're going to start building a temple. Let's take a look at the tiles that we're going to buy. Doesn't seem like there's any. So we'll go back to using Corvée. We will sell our diplomatic favor to Canada. Right now we need a lot of flat gold because I'm thinking about buying a warrior just to defend against this. Give me anything. Sure. That's great. Get the difference in diplomatic favor. And sell this back to Canada. We can actually buy an archer. I think we're gonna buy an archer instead. Buy an archer instead. Let's do that. Not gonna be buy any tiles or anything anytime soon, so. Okay. We're gonna be chopping out the temple for this city. The temple is worth something like 120 production, so 2 trees will be able to overflow into Mahabodhi Temple. And then the rest of the trees will go as well. The rest of the trees will go as well. We'll start researching bronze working after this turn. Take a look at here. Let's see if Kree has met this mystery civ. If they haven't met this mystery civ, it's only Scotland. And that means they must be like over here or something. Over here. Over here. let's go to Halifax. Let's go to Halifax. I actually didn't expect us to be able to get Laventa. So we can start thinking buying some builders, and putting a bunch of heads down. Would be a really big boost for us. Start building a temple. We could get two more production into our capital for the temple. And getting a temple online faster also means more faith, right? Laventa also means more faith, so we have to think about which one is worth. Temple, because we have choral music, also gives us culture. So faster temple means we get faster culture and faith, and it's actually 5 faith, because the great prophet one gets turned into faith. So I think perhaps going for Auckland would be the better idea. We don't have enough faith to buy out a bunch of builders, and the builder that's created by this city will have to start improving these tiles. So let's go with Auckland instead. And well, at least I think I have. Right, yeah. So we do have +6 production to the temple. Okay. We don't really need recorded history. We want scripture. We're gonna go for games and recreation and try to get feudalism quickly. Let's come here. You can cross the river. Hopefully this is the end of this eruption event. Go back to game once we can. Let's place the theater square down here. Okay. It seems like this theater square can still eat a discount. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to is it even eating a discount? Let's take a look. The next campus that doesn't need a discount is taking 122 production. This theater square is taking up 72 production. So it is eating another 40% discount. What we could do is come over here and cut the banana, and hopefully it jumps to 7. It didn't, but it will in 3 turns. Do that, and we cap bronze working for a few more turns, and maybe do engineering. So this way we will eat another discount before games and recreation gets finished. 2 more Scottish cities up here. Honestly, I can't see how there are another civ. There's 2 more Scottish cities up here. And, I mean, that's about it. Like, is there... Maybe we should go back this way. Honestly, they should have met this guy by now, if it was over here. But the fact that they didn't means that they have to be here. Oh. It is Poland. And it is here. Holy cow. And they're generating 51 faith. How much is Hungary generating? 55, so that's not that bad. I think we're going to get a win get a bit more diplomatic favor return. Do we still have the discount? Yes, we do. But we don't. Maybe we will have the discount by the time these 2 districts are finished. So we'll actually do some report history. Get ancient laws finished and get the Eureka food engineering first. Cut these 2. 110 or 120. Hopefully this guy gets destroyed by this warrior here, because we are gonna go clear this camp. Ah, it's cleared. Okay. So none of these are eating discounts, but for this city you can get a nice really nice holy site either here or here. I think I'd rather put it here. Oh, 1 less faith or 2 less faith. 2 less faith, but we save this hill for a giant head. Save the hill for the giant head. Okay, so we can start actually chopping down the temple now. Okay, so 2. passives. So the scouts are redundant now. Don't really care what they do. So we'll set them to explore after we finish trading. Oh, come on. What the hell? How come you didn't attack? Ah, Jesus. You didn't attack. And now I can't even beat my freaking this thing. Well, my autumn warrior, just to ensure that this place gets moved. I guess we can put some production into this. This guy. Honestly, a 5 HP scout is ruining my game. Oh, we actually could have taken this. Interesting. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're gonna get another discount on anything, which is unfortunate. Even though we finished both the districts that we had planned on finishing. So we'll just go back to chopping down the Mahabodhi temple. And we'll actually get bronze work. Move this guy here, this guy here. Chop, 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 chop. It seems like we'll need to chop these two. Or these two for the Artemis. And we should take a look at who's founded what. The Kree has founded Sikhism. They don't have really that much faith, so we still should stick to the original plan of converting Hungary. We could also, let's take a look. So Poland has a religion, Hungary has a religion, Korea has a religion, Scotland has a religion. So actually, if we get rid of Kree's religion, everything else becomes on the right side of the map. So I think we actually, let's watch Kree for now. Get rid of Kree's religion, and then the next wave will go down to Hungary, get rid of Hungary's religion, or round back, round this way to get rid of Hungary's religion. And then the next wave these two can go to the Hapodi Temple and stock the arms, and then the rest of the hammers will try to hard pass Artemis while we move Magnus down to Fortaleza. Start buying over here, improve some of these tiles, get some farms going. I think after we do this mine, we're gonna come back here and improve, make some farms. Make some farms. Hopefully this guy doesn't block us with extra. Machu Picchu's going. Interesting. So we did block our route. Very, very, very annoying. Let's cut you. Next turn we'll cut this. Big one. Could consider putting in some campus adjacency instead of a charismatic leader, but actually we don't have Ventus as well anymore, so let's put in natural philosophy. Get boost to armor. To our science. Come over here and improve this and drop down rolls. I think we'll have to buy this tile. Come over here and improve this. We're gonna try to improve enough farms to get feudalism. Enough farms to get feudalism, and then just destroy this farm for the commercial hub. Okay. Here. Great library, don't care. Okay, let's take a look. Debater already, so that's really nice. And let's see if we can get another debater. Wow. This is incredible. Double debater is the best combo you can get, so we're going to save this game. It's the best combo you can get for the first two apostles. Take a look at let's get ancient engineering, and then we'll go for. I think at this point, any of the science texts that you go for don't really matter. So we'll just get engineering for now, and we'll get apprenticeship, maybe get ironworking next. finishing Artemis soon. So actually it doesn't matter if we take a little bit of a hit on amenities. Of course, keeping it +1 is also beneficial. So maybe we'll just keep the 2 remaining amenities that we have. Would have liked to create the colossal heads here, but it seems like we'll have to start making farms instead. This guy's gonna go over here, so there's no point in chasing after him. So I'll try to kill the scout instead. What the hell? What kind of movement is that? I don't get it. Now we also delay our Artemis by quite a bit. So this one scout has caused me so much freaking grief. Oh my god. And we still haven't befriended Hungary. So there's always a chance that they're going to start sending units up here to attack us. Though we should have a good relationship with them. It's really strange why he hasn't befriended us yet. Have to build farms on these 2 tiles as well, and we need 1 more farm. So this guy's gonna come down here, make a farm here, and this guy's gonna make 4 farms, 2 farms and 1 line, or maybe 3 farms and 1 line here. Don't need this, so we can go past the turn. We'll need a few builders from this city down to Fortelsa. Okay, so for some reason they didn't attack us. Let's take a look at how many cities belong to Seekers. So 6 cities belong to Seekers. 1, 2,